Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. Man, look here. I got to give a big shout out to Matt Warner and Empire Fencing out in Waverly, Nebraska for showing me all the love y'all continue to show me and leading by example, man. You guys are a positive company, and I'm just very, very honored to be associated with you guys. You know, I got to be honest with y'all. I'm kind of excited tonight. I'm excited every night, but extremely excited tonight because this is my 3-year anniversary at 93.7 The Ticket. 3 years. Here I was thinking when I first started, it would be a couple of months maybe, and that was October 2nd, I think, of 2022. And man, here it is about to be October 2025. So 3 years with The Ticket. I'm very humbled with this opportunity, and I just want to say thank you for everybody that supports the show. And I've just been real blessed, man. I've had some great people to work with, and we were laughing before the show because my guest happens to like I haven't heard it yet, but it's the box song. But you know, here's the thing, y'all. I want y'all to understand something. The name of the show is the Get Your Happy On Hour. And the reason why it's called the Get Your Happy On Hour is because I enjoy being happy. I work extremely hard at being happy. I focus on being happy and positive every single day. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But do I love it? Absolutely. And I wouldn't have it any other way because that's just the way I choose to live my life. So with no further ado, I want y'all to know I handpicked my special guest tonight because of the 3-year anniversary. I got my little brother in the house tonight. Charles, welcome to the show.
Big bro, what's happening, man? How you doing? Congratulations on 3 years.
Well, thank you
I
very
must
much.
say you've been doing an excellent job. We all remember when you first started.
Well, it was rough. And I just say thank you. And I appreciate you because you know what? You have supported me also from the very beginning. And that to me is special because a lot of times when you kind of look at things, and we talked about this a little bit before the show, and we're just going to jump right in on this. You know, it's this thing called life. And it really doesn't come with instructions.
Right.
So when things kind of go sideways or go different than what we planned it, you start to realize some things. And,
Yes,
you know, and the one thing that I can honestly say about you is you've always been the same person. You've always been the same person. You don't switch up. That's important.
I wouldn't know how to be any other way.
Yeah, well, you know what? But that's cool because, you know, that's the person I met, and that's the person that's here tonight. So my thing is this, man. I want to say congratulations to you first. Start the show off.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you and we're gonna get into this, but I just want you to know that I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you as well. And I don't want to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I gotta say something too, because
Okay.
I've been tuning into the show now for almost 3 years. And we've had this conversation before, but I wanted to talk to you on air about it.
Okay.
Because you've had some guests on that I've known for a very long time. And I found some things out watching your show that I felt I should have knew. So what I want to say to you is you have an extreme talent for getting people, well, I don't know, not forcing people, but making people feel so comfortable that they can share things with you that they share with nobody else. And I don't know if that's a skill you can work on. I think it's a natural thing. But bro, I just wanted to congratulate you and say that watching your show and learning the things about so many different people is inspiring.
Well, thank you, man.
And as you have always said to me since I met you in the student union years ago. Brother, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much, man. That means the world to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was talking to my business partner, Kim Kelly. Big shout out to Kim Kelly.
Shout out, Kim.
And we were talking today, man. I don't even know how to say this other than just to say it, but I do things from my heart. I don't have a real motive of trying to get applause or whatever. I genuinely love to help people.
Absolutely.
You know, and
it shows.
I appreciate that because that's my motive, man. I think a lot of it comes from my upbringing, and the other part is when you have made some of the choices that I have made, and put yourself in the situations that I put myself in, and you're blessed to have the opportunity to actually come out the other side. You know, to me, that's a big deal, man. So I'm like, you know, I got a bunch of stuff working inside my head. And one of them in particular is I genuinely want to make my parents in heaven proud of me.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that comes from what they instilled in me as a child and even as an adult when I wasn't at myself, you know. And what I mean by that, when I was making poor choices, really poor choices, and running in and out of these correctional facilities and treatment centers, and you know, it's just like at some point I was blessed to have another shot, and now I just want everybody to be okay. And so I do a lot of things that I don't mean to try and, you know, tell no one how to live, but I always like to encourage people, man, to live their best life. And I think that's where it comes from. I appreciate, you know, and that's something else, you know, I appreciate the compliment. And the reason why I say that is because when you're doing something that's trying to help others, sometimes it goes unnoticed.
Right.
And that's fine. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not doing it for that,
right.
but it's encouraging and inspiring to know that someone notices it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
I wanted to let you know that, man.
I
do a wonderful job. And I remember when you started, you said, man, I don't know if this is for me. I'm gonna give it a shot, and we're gonna see how it goes. And here we are, 3 years later. Congratulations, man! You're doing big things. Well, like I said, keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much. That means the world to me. Now I got to get on you for a little bit. Now, let me get right here. Let me get on you for a minute. You know, I'm just going back to when I met you in the student union with my little nephew Salah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Salah Smith. Big shout out to Salah. Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, you need to come over, man. This place called Mariella." I'm like, "What are you talking about, nephew?" He's like, "Hey, they got some good food, huh? Good food." I was like, "All right, nephew, I'll be down there." And man, I met you, and we've been cool ever since because it's something about when you meet good people. It's easy to see that.
Absolutely.
And it's not something you can fake.
No.
Because people can see through that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But you've always been the same Charles from day one, man. And I remember chasing that food truck. I've been all over town chasing a food truck, man. But you know what? It was all out of love, and I wanted to support you, and I want you to know that you was being supported. And just want you to kind of walk us through the fact of how the food truck business even started for you, man. What brought that on?
Man, wow. So, kind of a little bit of the backstory as a youth, as a youngin. I love to eat. Okay. So when moms or grandma or auntie was cooking, I tend to pay attention. So I would be in there, and I think, as I think back, I thought mom really appreciated the fact that, I wanted to learn how do you make this and how do you make that. So over the years, she really started to explain like, hey, you gotta, I remember some of the sayings, when you're making the mac and cheese, don't stop stirring the cheese or it's gonna burn at the bottom. So you gotta keep stirring it, those little things
Right.
to make those dishes, come out the way they were supposed to. So um when I lost her to cancer about 13 years ago, I was sitting back and I was making some dinner. And I was thinking, man, it would be awesome if I could share some of her recipes with the world. And you call them two-fisted bandits. But father-in-law, the father-in-law has always been somebody that I could confide in, and if you needed something, he had the ability to find it. I don't care what it was, he would just find it. So I was like, father-in-law, I'm thinking about, starting a food truck. And about 2.5 weeks later, he said, son-in-law, I found one in Sioux City. All we got to do is go pick it up. It's real cheap. You got to do a little work to it, but I know you know how to do some work to it. So needless to say, we got the food truck, the first food truck that we brought out in September 2nd, 2017. But a little story about that is that it sat in my backyard for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And I remember a couple of the windows being broke out from the 4th of July celebrations because it was just sitting there. So another good brother, Nate Woods, was working at the Malone Center at the time. And I said, man, I really want to get this food truck out. Can you help me put the pressure on me? He said, yeah, I'm gonna tell people you serving food at Juneteenth. I said, okay. Well, that'll probably do it, because then I gotta go. So he did. He announced that Mary Ellen's would be on in Juneteenth, and this was 2017, actually before our official opening date. But it actually put the pressure on me to get the truck done, and to go to get the proper paperwork and go through the necessary steps to get it open. And we served that first day on Juneteenth, my wife and I, Sonia. And of course, father-in-law was there, Papa Joe, a lot of the friends that helped me get everything together. And it was just, man, it warms my heart, because the thing I can remember first was hearing somebody say my mother's name.
Yeah.
When I heard somebody say, oh, that's Mary Ellen's, I was just like, wow. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. Right. And that's really never went away, to actually hear, being at an event and somebody say, oh, there's Mary Ellen's. That's something that, I can't really explain to people how that makes me feel, but in her memory, it's just such a beautiful thing. And then for people to get her food and taste her recipes, and whether they like it or not, it's authentic. It's what I learned growing up. So I just appreciate sharing that with people. And our motto, let us fix you a plate, is just that. I mean, I remember countless students coming up to us in the university that might not have had enough to, well, that's not what it is. It's let us fix you a plate. Let us put some food. Mom would never turn somebody away that was hungry. If we had it, she gonna bring you in and fix you a plate. That's just how it goes. And so with some of those, I don't know if I went too long, if I answered the question or not. But
no, well, the reason why I was saying that was because it's almost, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like when you have a passion, it comes out, and that's exactly what I wanted to hear. I mean, because I know a small portion of what it takes to do what you do, but I don't think people understand it ain't just showing up and fixing a plate.
Oh, man,
it's a lot of behind the scenes.
Oh, man, and that's what I have to, I have to give a shout out. And I hate to do this because I forget so many people, but Man, so many, since we started in 2017, and I started with guys like Hoya, I started with guys like Muchachos. Actually, Muchachos opened right around the corner our first day, for the first home game, September 2nd, 2017 was our first debut to the world officially. But, you got newer trucks like Chi-Town. You got a guy out in Havelock, Soulful Casino. I mean, there's so many. Golden Goat Pizza. I want to name it. Got to give a shout out to Marcy, Sweet Things. She's doing a thing down there.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
so many people that are out here, and I don't know if people realize, there's when you have these businesses, there's nobody that calls you on the phone and says, "Hey, if you don't get up and make that dough for those cupcakes, they're not going to be ready in time."
Right.
So there's an appreciation for the people that are doing these things consistently and just putting out great product. You got, my guy Charles with the Stir. He's got his food truck out now. Pokey over there on the north side. Just so many people are doing so many great things. Sarah, Southern Comfort, they just providing just great food to people. And I know how hard they work. And I saw something funny. I hate to, I got to say this because it's just so funny in the business part of it. I saw a post by Sarah today of Southern Comfort Food, and it was just somebody simply ordering catering. And they said, I'd like to order catering for 150 people, the cake included and drinks as well. I want to keep it under $1,500.
Wait a minute.
And you would be surprised, how many calls we actually get from people to say, yeah, I want to feed this many people for basically $1.75 a person. And, a big business like Hy-Vee can't even do something like that. So,
right.
As a small business, you don't quite get the breaks on the prices that, a bigger company would get. So it's a little bit more expensive for us to do it. And I don't know if people realize that or not, but it's not an easy thing to
and see, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about too, man, because I don't think all the people that you named, I don't think they get the credit they deserve.
Oh, not at all.
Because all the public see is the open hours.
Absolutely.
They don't see the hours prior to and after hours.
Right.
Because I got a small glimpse into watching you start early in the morning. And you don't even open until maybe around 10 or 11.
Right.
And man, but you've been there.
Right.
Yeah. And then, then serve all day. And then half the night, you're either cleaning and getting ready to start over again.
I got a question. Have you ever cleaned a baked macaroni and cheese pan?
No, sir, I have not. But I can only imagine. Only way I clean it is with a spoon.
That's a good way to do it.
I mean, I on a realistic tip, no, dude. I don't want to make light of what y'all do because it's not funny. But I just personally like humor. But I will say this. I know that it's a whole bunch of work,
man,
that people don't see.
Right.
When they done got full and they got the itis and they at home sleep.
Right.
From having a meal.
Yeah.
You still working.
Yeah.
And you know what? I gotta bring this up too, man. There was a few times I used to say stuff to you, and I don't know if you remember or if you caught it, but I used to say, man, last time I checked, you're human. Make sure you get enough rest.
Right.
And
absolutely, I heard you.
Yeah. Well, I remember one time I had to come visit you. Because I showed up to get something to eat, and I was like, "What y'all?"
Yeah,
and I ended up coming and visit you at the hospital.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
And I'm bringing that up to say this: I don't have an idea of just how hard y'all work, but I know that probably took a little bit of a toll on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's just a guess.
Yeah. No, it's true, man. You gotta take your time. I mean, unfortunately my quit button's broke.
Damn, so, I know that feeling.
So it's one of those things, you see how hard your mom worked, you see how hard your dad worked. You don't want to take for granted the blessings and the opportunity. I mean, to be honest with you, to share something personal, my prayer is always for health and strength. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm blessed with health and strength, I feel like I can put in the work. So right. that's my prayer, health and strength. Because without your health and strength, I don't know what else.
No.
I don't know what else.
No, everything else gonna suffer. Yeah.
So and to be so blessed, because there's people that I think of, like one of my father-in-law's best friends back in the day. He didn't have no legs, but he pulling out transmissions and motors in his garage by himself. So I'm like, man, if this man ain't got no legs, what do I got to complain about?
Right.
He outworking half the people I know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's one of those things where do you sit down and relax, or if you got all your hands and you got your right mind, you go to work. I don't know what's the balance. I got to find that out.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you, man. I mean, when you share a story like that, it does make it hard to complain, because I always try to look at things with an open mind, and it's real easy to complain. But when you see someone doing big things, in my mind, with less,
exactly,
it does kind of shed a different light on life.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a lesson that we all can learn. I mean, I'm using what you do for a profession as a way to educate the public a little more on the value of what you do, because it's real easy, man, to sit up and play critic.
Absolutely.
But I mean, like I'm gonna use this for example. You feeding the Nebraska football team.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, that's a lot of people. It ain't just the football team. You got the coaches. Everybody. They done brought their family here. Everybody trying to eat. Ooh. I mean, I have no clue what that's like to prepare that kind of. But I happened to be around you a couple of times when you were loading up to go feed them, and I'm like, man.
It's an absolute blessing, man. It's an absolute blessing. And I can remember, when we first started in 2018, I think we was at the student union, and we got a call from Joint Forces headquarters. And they said, we got 500 troops and we want you to come out and feed them. And the first thing that came to my mind is I have no idea how to feed 500 people. So I respectfully declined. And I did. I didn't do it because the last thing I wanted to do was have, 500 people counting on me, and I didn't know how to do it.
Right.
So I took the time to, kind of hone my skills, learn, I do 20 people, I do 30. All right, I do 50, I do 75, and get up to 100. And eventually you learn, because it's almost a science to know, if I'll use one of the orders from the Nebraska football team, for example. Sometimes they would come in and order. They'll say, we want 5 pans of mac and cheese, 5 pans of sweet potatoes, 5 pans of collard greens, 5 pans of, potato salad, and 1,600 wings, 150 pounds of brisket. I don't know. So with that being said, all of those things have to be done, but they not only have to be done, they have to be good and they have to be there, loaded up, and on site at a specific time. So you have to know each and everything that you have to prepare and get it done to where it all coordinates for this one time. And it has to be good. When it shows up, you don't want people digging in the sweet potatoes like, man, what is this?
Right.
You
right.
want them like, okay, yeah. And you got Mary Ellen's coming again? Okay, let's go.
Wow. Hey, look, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and finish this conversation with y'all. Don't y'all go anywhere. This is 93.7. The Tickets to Get You Happy on Hour.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Hey, Bob. Man, what you got going on over there, man? Anybody tuned in?
Yeah, we got a few comments here. Brett says a few things. What's up, Big Bro? Happy Sunday. What's up, Big Bro? And Charles, happy Sunday and happy 3 years, he says as well. Says you are one of one and keep doing big things. Absolutely love the show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, little bro. I appreciate you down there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, tuning in, man. That means a lot to me.
Theola Cooper says congratulations on 3 years.
What? Theola Cooper, what's happening?
And Kim Kelly says, hi, Charles. Marcus Dupree is still looking for those oxtails.
Oh. That's my business, but I knew she was going to remember that. Oh, that's funny.
Man.
Well, hey, look, I gotta get back to this though, because I think this is kind of important. First of all, thank you to all the comments, man. That means a lot to me. I appreciate all the love. But Charles, you were saying something for the break, man. Right before we went to break, you said you had like that order for Nebraska football was like 5 pans of this, 5 pans of that. I mean, I know this is not a great comparison, but I'm just trying to make an example here.
Yes, sir.
When I try to cook breakfast for me, I ain't got about 3 different things I'm trying to cook. And I'm trying to get all of them warm at the same time, have them ready at the same time so it'll taste good. How do you cook that amount of food? 5 trays of this, 5 trays of that, 5 trays of this, and then all these meats. And how do you do that and have it all ready and able to serve it all, and it's all at the same time and it's all good? How do you do that?
A lot of practice.
Okay.
A lot of practice. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, when we got a couple of big orders, we made sure we turned them down because we always wanted to make sure that that if we took on something that we were able to do it. Mm-hmm. And I have actually never really thought about that question of how do you get all of that stuff done at one time. So now I'm actually thinking about it now. And the best way I could think about it is, well, I know how long it takes for me to make a pan of mac and cheese.
Okay.
So I know how long it takes to make greens. So if you look at mac and cheese versus collard greens, my collard greens typically take between 5 and 6 hours to make. The mac and cheese is going to take less than an hour. If you order brisket, that can take up to 14 to 15 hours, depending on when the meat gives up the ghost. That's personally what I call it. So a lot of people ask me, well, how long do you cook your ribs? How long do you make your pork? How long do you cook your brisket? And I always, I say when it gives up the ghost, because you can have 2 slabs of ribs side by side on the grill, and one will give up the ghost before the other one. So I can't say, or me personally, I don't know what somebody else does, but me personally, it's an individual thing. So if I'm cooking 20 to 30 baby back ribs, each rib has to give up the ghost before I would pull it off.
You say give up the ghost. What do you mean?
I mean, so how can I explain that? If you got a set of tongs and you grab, say, a slab of ribs by the front and you shake it, depending on how that meat moves, I'll know if it gave up the ghost or not. If it's a little stiff, or if one side shakes and the other side don't shake, it's not ready yet. And that's a personal technique of mine. I mean, you've had my food before,
Right.
so and like the rib tips. The rib tips is a funny thing to cook because they all different sizes, and that's kind of a perfect example. But I need to make sure when you hit that rib tip, it just pop off that bone, and you just get that flavor into your mouth. So if you bite that bone and it's fighting you, it's not. It hasn't died. It hasn't given up the ghost.
Okay.
So if that meat is giving up the ghost, when you bite into it, it should be buttery. It should be flavorful, and you should be instantly happy. So back to your question. Once you know all of the time that it takes, you just basically coordinate. So I say, well, the brisket takes the longest. Let me put that on first. The pulled pork takes a little less. Let me put that on second. And you just go down the line. What takes the least amount of time to cook? Okay, it has to be there at 5 o'clock. So everything we want to be wrapping up by, 3 o'clock. So we can pack it up and deliver it and make sure it's hot and fresh. So I mean, it took a lot of practice, man, before we knew how to actually, get food done and get it there on time. It's actually a science, man. And to get it done and to get it mastered, my hat goes out to all of these people that actually do it, because it's not an easy thing, and it's actually, man, it's a great thing.
But here's another thing that I gotta throw this out there too. That's one order. What about when there's 2 or 3 orders? I'm just saying, man. I mean, yeah, the football team wants something at 5 o'clock, but there's another order comes in, and it's the same day, and they want maybe half of that. Man, you talk about a lot of cooking, dude.
Boy, you just made me think. I got a big shout out to Stir 22. Big shout out to my boy Charles Brewer. He has his deeply rooted sauces out there. If you haven't tried his sauces, he actually came out with a new line of sauces. I got to give a shout out to him. Great guy, great food. And I'm happy that I got him into a food truck now. Check him out. He'll be out there, look him up on Facebook. But the reason I say that, he just had a conversation with me the other day. And he said, man, people don't notice, and I forget, because when you're operating all the time, you're cooking all the time, you don't realize what you're actually doing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And he just reminded me last year, was it this year? I can't remember, but we actually did 3 events, and I called him in to help because I needed a little bit of help. Me and my wife and somebody else. Shout out to Jerry and Deb that helped us get it all done. But I had a food truck event at Waverly High School, and I said, Charles, can you take the food truck out to Waverly High School for lunch? Because I'm not able to make it. I'm trying to cook for the football team. They got a pretty big order. And he was like, yeah, no problem. I'll come in and help you out. So he was just telling me this the other day. He said, nobody would believe this if I told him, but I took a food truck to Waverly High School. I served about 130 people. Then I came back to the restaurant and took about 50 pans, because he delivered it. He took about 50 pans down to the stadium and dropped it off for the football team. Then once he dropped that off, he met me and my wife in Hickman, because we had the Larry the Cable Guy event, and we served all of those people that night. And he was like, bruh, I don't even know how you actually did that. And it didn't register to me that we did that, because we always look at it as a blessing. Like, it's a blessing to be able to do those things. Yes, it was hard to do, but he's like, I've never seen anybody cater like that. I've never seen that in my life.
Man, that can't
And I
be
don't
easy.
know, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was one of those days where I was just like, wow, we did actually do that. And if you don't stop and take a look at it, like he brought it to my attention, I never thought about it.
Yeah, you just grind.
We just trying to make everybody happy, make sure everybody's eating good food, and that's basically the thing. You look at it as a blessing. Like, we honored that you actually called us to come and be at your establishment or feed you or let us fix you a plate. I mean, everybody that I serve, thank you for letting me fix you a plate. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
That doesn't, I mean, you can go anywhere and do that. Look, he
Well, see, that's the whole thing, Joe. What I'm trying to do tonight is show people that is way more go into this than just, hey man, let me get a half a slab, let me get some potato salad, let me get some mac and cheese, and yo man, throw me a couple of pieces of chicken on there too. You know, it's easy for a customer to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want, and I respect that.
Right.
You know, but I also have to look at the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there was some work put in, because that food didn't just come. You didn't go and pick it up cooked. You had, and I got to give a special shout out to Rodney Lewis too, man.
Absolutely.
Because Rodney always talking about, man, tell Charles, man, he needs to sell that rub.
What's up, Rodney? How you doing, brother?
Hey, he always talk about that rub, man. So we're going to have to get Rodney some rub, because he likes to cook himself.
Absolutely.
So
at
some point, we're going to get him some rub, man, because he ain't going to let me forget it. And I'm just passing the buck right now. So,
man, we gotta take a pause right there, because that's something else that I don't even know how to express it to you. You making sure you bring people like Rodney in to try. You've been doing this for years, but I don't think I've had a chance to express to you how beautiful and how that touches my heart, that you always, Mike Rozier, Marcus Dupree, Irvin Fryer. I mean, the list go. I mean, it's for you to take. Now, these brothers got a lot of things to do better than to come see little old Charles and have some ribs or whatever. But you always took the time out to say, look, man, if we in town, we going to see my little brother over here.
Yeah.
And you always made sure that you, man, come on, man.
No, man, that's called treating you like I want to be treated.
Man, I mean, I'm just so honored. And from the very beginning, when you brought your nephew,
yeah,
or your nephew brought you,
right? Yeah, right.
It's always been, you always show love. You always showed up with a smile. You always was happy, and it was always a blessing to see you and all the people around you. And if you didn't know somebody, you introduced yourself. You said hello,
mm-hmm.
and you kept it pushing.
Yeah. Well, the funniest thing you say that, because I feel like those are the simple things that you can do in life. Making people feel appreciated and respected. Those are big to me. I mean, I carry those football cards around, and I would always give those out to people. And I think it always comes with, before you were born, this was me, you know. But it's like an icebreaker, and it kind of puts people at ease, because there's a lot of tension, and and putting people at ease is important, because that's just the world we live in right now.
Absolutely.
And like I said, every time I came there, I would just say it this way: you always had a product that made people come, and people was always satisfied. So it was easy to make people smile or whatever, because I don't know too many people that have a positive attitude with an empty stomach. Okay, that's just the way I see it,
man.
But no, man, I appreciate that you remember that. That means a lot. We're gonna take one more quick break, and then we're gonna come back, and we're going to wrap the show up. Don't y'all go anywhere. This is 93.7 The Ticket. So get you happy on hour.
Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, we back. Hey, man, Charles, I know I got to say this. And I just want you to tell me if I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I just think a lot of times as a customer, we're real quick to go to these major places, food chains or whatever, and if the order is messed up, we might complain a little bit, might even tell them, we want it back or whatever, we want our money back. But then, in a month, we're right back to that same place. Small businesses, I don't think they get treated fairly on that. If a small business or a food truck, whatever, they mess up your order, then all of a sudden it's like we can't go back and give them another chance. Has that ever happened to you? I'm just curious.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, all right, there you go. That's my answer I was looking for. So I'm gonna make sure everybody understands something. Nobody's perfect. But people that are in this industry that you're in, they work really hard, and it's kind of sad that we can only focus on the bad. All the good times they had and all the good orders they had can be overshadowed by one bad order. That's just my opinion. I could be way off on that, but I don't think I am. So, and he done plead the fifth, so he
no clue what you're talking about.
Man. I already know. I ain't even mad at you. I understand. I said it, and I stand on that. But what I will say is this, man. I'm proud of everybody that you named tonight.
Absolutely.
Doing small business.
Apologize to the people that I didn't say, but we love you anyway, and we want to support you however we can.
Yeah. Well, I just want everybody to know, man, that it's a very, very challenging business, and we need to support small businesses as much as possible, because the big businesses, they're going to get their support because they're everywhere. Small businesses are usually local in a lot of different scenarios. So again, man, thank you, Charles, for being on the show.
Oh man, I wouldn't have it any other way, man. Yeah, 3 years.
I appreciate it. But Charles, before I let you go, man, I gotta ask my famous question, man. When Charles get a little bit of free time, how Charles get his happy on?
Man, I like to kick back with some good music, bro.
That's what's happening.
Good music. I mean, I've been touched since the youth. I can remember growing up in New York on 93.7 Kiss, the first time they played Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick Lottie Dottie on the radio, man, and we just went crazy. So yeah, man, it's just the good music. Zone out. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, we're going to wrap this show up the same way we do every week. Every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to get your happy on. Down. We'll see y'all next Sunday night.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.